Alright, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is. And right here, right now, we got a multi-platinum producer, songwriter, artist. He is of the duo ESP Evolution, man. And right here, his name is Overdose, live on the line. How are you doing this evening?
What's up? How you guys doing, man? I'm glad to be here, and thank you, man.
Hey, you are most certainly welcome. I just gotta say, first and foremost, you know what I mean? I'm a huge fan of your production work. You helped give birth to so many legendary projects, and we're gonna get into that. But I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you for all that you have done for hip hop itself.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I love it. You know what I mean? So it's just part of me. So it's not no work at all. I just enjoy it. You know.
But I want to take you back to the beginning of your legendary career, man. And I have to ask you, what actually made you venture into the music industry initially?
Well, you know, I was a guitar player, and I did a session for Battle Cat, bro. And you know, they paid me $300, which was cool. And then I asked him, I was like, "Well, how much you get, bro, for just doing the song?" And he told me, and I'm like, "Ah, that changed my game right there." So I started producing immediately. You know what I mean? But I used to play saxophone before that. I was just always into music, you know, because you had to do it in school. So that's my thing, really.
Hey, man, you can never go wrong with DJ Battlecat, man. Phenomenal producer, man. In my opinion, he doesn't get the flowers that he really deserves in the music industry, man. Like he touched on so many projects throughout his legendary career.
Oh, bro, me and him. It was me and Battlecat signed to Death Row before it came Death Row. It was called Lifestyles, bro. And Harry O was running it. Harry O got Shook to start running it. They changed the name and Shook stifled him and all that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was me and Battlecat. Battlecat's a beast, bro.
And I have to ask you, well, what was the atmosphere like whenever, like, you know, Suge took over Death Row Records? Like, was it a drastic change, or did it slowly change over time? It just turned gang banged out immediately, bro. You know what I mean? it was cool. Like, you know, like me and Dubs and me and Corrupt and Superfly, we'll be in there having a good time, man, doing our thing. But everybody else in the room was the ultimate gangster, man. You know? It was just crazy. That's why Dre left, bro. He didn't really like that shit. You know what I mean? And also as well, man, speaking of the Death Row days, man, in the year 1995, you actually worked on the Dog Pound's Dog Food album, man. I was wondering, what was it like actually just working on that legendary project? And of course, what was it like just being in the studio with Daz and Corrupt?
Hey, it was the best ever, bro. I mean, because he's amazing too, bro. But Corrupt, at that time, bro, was to me the best rapper by far. You know what I mean? So you could have an average beat, bro, and this motherfucker get on there. Excuse my language. He'll get on there, and it's a hit, bro. You know what I mean? So you know, it was fun because you know, if you did it right, it's gonna make the album, and you know, you try to do things. You know what I mean? So it was good.
And I have to ask as well, man, like, did you guys think that, like, that album would be such a success as it is today? Because individuals still bump that record today, just like it came out yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Nah, man, we just in there doing your thing every day, you know what I mean? And I didn't even know they picked my song. I had did many songs, you know what I mean? But Dad called me and was like, "They using so much style, bro." And I'm like, "Oh, that's fine, bro. Let me holler at you." You know what I mean? And she'll get on to holler at me, man. And he's like, "Call freestyle." Okay, I call freestyle. Freestyle don't want to holler at me. So they kind of worked me, you know what I mean? Till Suge got out of jail, and then I had all kind of lawyers calling me, bro. So it was crazy, man.
And also as well, man, in the year 2000, you were actually a producer on MC8's album titled In My Neighborhood, man. I was wondering, how did yourself and MC8 get connected? And of course, what was it like working alongside one of Compton's most wanted?
Well, bro, I've actually worked with. I was working with Hoo-Bangin, Mac 10's label, which was MC8 was signed to him. That's how I did that song. I did a lot of songs with Mac 10 and E40, bro, and Fat Joe, and bro, I done did it all. You know what I mean? But that's how that one came along, because he was signed with Mac 10, and I was basically producing for them too.
And man, back in the day as well, like Hoo-Bangin was, like, in my personal opinion, like
in my perspective, the death row of the 2000s, man. They had so many amazing projects coming out on the West Coast, man. They definitely took the early 2000s by storm.
Oh yeah, they were doing it, man. You know, it's just you know, it was like a similar situation, but it was just like Mac 10 was more business, and you can approach him, man, and it was a lot better for me, you know.
And also as well, man, you actually had the opportunity to produce for the late great Aaliyah, man. And I was wondering, how did you actually get connected with her, and what is one of your most fondest memories of the late great singer?
Leah was the bomb, bro. You know, she was kind of shy, so she didn't like to record with a lot of people, man. But she liked us, you know what I mean? And I got hooked up with them through Mac 10, because my manager was friends with the people who were running Blackground at the time. You know, Timberland and all them. So they signed me as a producer. I wasn't signed with no Death Row or Hoo-Bangin, but I signed with Blackground. So they, you know, I was kind of rolling with them for a while. And, you know, we did Aaliyah, man, Tony Braxton, Tank, a lot of Tank, bro. You know what I mean? And, you know, damn, once she died, bro, the label kind of crumbled, man, because they didn't really have a big money maker like that anymore. But, yeah, she was beautiful, man.
And I gotta say as well, you know, one of the most beautiful singers to probably ever grace planet Earth. And for the individuals that didn't really get the opportunity to kind of grow up in the Aaliyah era and be able to hear, like, you know, her amazing voice, like, what was she actually like as a person, like, you know what I mean, obviously behind the cameras?
Oh, she was cool, man. She liked to joke a lot. Her and Missy was like best friends, and they had this thing about who was going to wear a dress first. Neither one of them, you know what I mean? So they were really cool, man. You know what I mean? You know, we had a lot of, as far as Blackground, they had a lot, you know, they everything they did, we did all together as a unit, so it was kind of cool. But, you know, everybody had little cliques, too, you know what I mean? So, you know, I didn't hang out with them that much, but, you know, we did a couple things. So I did a More Than a Woman remix for her, and I played on a bunch of songs, mostly guitar stuff and stuff like that, man. But, you know, they were cool, man. Just typical people, man. You know, living in New York, you didn't even have a car, bro. You know what I mean? You just, you know, just enjoying life.
And also as well, man, in 2001, you actually did production on J.O. Felony's Crip Hop album, man, which is my personal favorite production by you. And I just have to ask, man, how did yourself and J.O. get connected, and what was it like just being in the studio with him, man? Because he's another legendary individual, man, that when he goes in the studio, he definitely is on top of his game.
Oh, J.O.'s one of those ones, bro, where he tries to, whoever's on the song with him, he tries to be the best. You know what I mean? So I just know that about it. But back in the day, bro, like when West Coast was cracking with Death Row and all that, all these East Coast labels, they wanted at least a West Coast album, I mean, a song on their albums, bro. So they would come and hit up people like Battle Cat, me, you know, there was a bunch of other producers on the West Coast too. You know, Bosco, bro, and it was a couple people, you know what I mean? So, you know, we was getting off just because they was hitting us up like we need a West Coast beat, man. So it was really kind of easy. And he was with Def Jam. He was a West Coast dude, but he was with Def Jam East, you know what I mean? So they actually flew us out there. We did the album out in New Jersey, bro, and it was kind of cool, man. You know what I mean? So I actually lived with that dude for about 3 or 4 months. He's psycho.
Oh man, I had the opportunity to chop it up with him on the radio station a few years back there. He was one of the first big artists I had on, and I gotta say, one of the most humblest individuals that I had on in my early career, man. Such an amazing individual.
Oh yeah, he's super cool, bro. Super cool dude, man. I did a song with E40 through him, you know what I mean? And then that's how I hooked up with 40, and then we did a couple songs. I did a couple songs with 40 that didn't come out. I got a lot of unreleased stuff, bro. You need to gotta play this for your folks, man. But you know, I got that one that Hope You Get This Tight on E40's album, and it came out pretty cool. It was a sample of Earth, Wind & Fire, but I played some bass on it and all that, you know. I'm a guitar player. I'm a real musician as well, bro.
And I have to ask as well, man. Do you think the world will actually hear those unreleased E40 songs at some point, or are they gonna be locked up in the vault?
No, I doubt it, bro. You know what I mean? Because, you know, music changes. You know what I mean? And these are more West Coasty sounding beats. Like the sounds of beats have changed, so I don't think 40 would want to be represented like that right now. You know what I mean? So, but they're banging. You know what I mean? They're banging to me, bro. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I doubt it. You know, even Dogtown, I got 4 or 5 songs on Corrupt, bro. That's amazing, man. Just probably never come out.
And also, aside from hip-hop there for a minute, you also had the opportunity to tour with Barry White and his Love Ultimate Orchestra, man. I was wondering, how did you initially get connected with Barry? And, of course, what was it like just going on tour with him? Because, you know, he's one of, like, he was a chick magnet back in the day, man. He made love songs.
No, that's what he did, too. You know, like, you know, L.A., man, I lived in L.A. my life, so it's like everybody's here. So I did a little church gig, which I never do. I did it. And then somebody called me and was like, well, Barry White's he's auditioning guitar players for this world tour. I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? But I called, and it was true. So I went and bought the album, learned the songs, looked at audition, and next day I got the gig, man. You know, so, but see, Barry White, you gotta remember, in America, bro, we don't follow our artists unless they got a new hit. But in Europe, bro, the village people are still cracking, bro. The Temptations are still cracking. So out there, bro, he was like Michael Jackson, bro. You know what I mean? Police escorts, and we pull up to the hotel. There's nothing but women looking for Barry, bro. You know what I mean? So it was amazing. But not even that, bro. As a musician, it was like there was a string section, horn section, rhythm section, conductor, bro. It was like a black tie opera type of, you know, R&B affair, man. It was amazing. It was actually the best musical experience I've ever had. So I got to give it up. And it was the Love Unlimited Orchestra, man, and I loved it. So.
And I have to ask as well, man, what is one of your most fondest memories or funny tour stories of being on that tour, man? Because, you know, you must have ran into a lot of good stuff and a lot of crazy people as well.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I used to sell they gave us tour hats, bro. So I put on a new hat every day. And there'll always be a fan coming after the show, and you're at the boss, and I was always telling them, oh, this is the last hat, and I'd give it to them and make them feel good, you know what I mean? But it was pretty regular. A lot of times you go to a nice, like you'll hit Paris, France, and you're like, oh, we're in Paris. And you do the show, bro, and you get back on the bus and you're out of there. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of more business. But we did see a lot, man. I went to Africa with Barry, bro, and we was on The Lifestyles of Rich and Famous with Robin Lynch. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot, man. So, you know, it's just a lot of good stuff. You know, it's hard to think of particular stuff, but, you know, Barry was very intimidating too, bro. 6'4", 300-something pounds, bro. You know, so it was something.
And also as well, man, on in 2010, you and one other half of ESP Evolution came together to form the duo alongside Lady Capri, man. I was wondering, how did yourself and her get connected, and what's the story behind ESP Evolution?
Well, you know, we're really, ESP stands for espionage. So we're like a organization trying to raise awareness so people can start reading between the lines and not just trust everything the little governments tell you. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's just, you know, how to live better and not worry about petty stuff. And so we just got together and did that. She's more of an actress, you know what I mean? But she started singing, and she's a great writer, man. And we just clicked, man. And we've been doing shows, and we did a movie, and we're moving, man. It's a little slower than I wanted to be, but it's moving. So I'm real happy, you know.
And also, man, on January 11th of 2019, you guys actually released the 15-track album titled The Weekend. I have to ask, what is the inspiration behind that phenomenal album? And of course, where can we actually snag ourselves a copy today, if it's still available to be purchased?
Oh, yeah. Well, you can buy it wherever you buy your music. You know, we're out everywhere, you know what I mean? So we're actually a little bigger in Europe than we are in America, because that's how we promote our situation. We're more musical. You know, we don't follow trends, bro. We're not trying to sound like everybody on the radio. So that's what's good about us, man. You hear us, you're going to hear some fresh, original music inspired by the Lord, bro, basically. So, but, yeah, you can get anywhere you buy your music. But The Weekend is just a collection of songs. You know, we have so many songs, and, you know, it's 15 songs because we got on ourselves as well, because we want to play with this average stuff, so it's pretty nice, man, you know.
And I gotta say as well, one of my favorite songs off the weekend is actually Keep Marching On, man. In my personal opinion, I find that was a phenomenal way to just kind of end the album, you know what I mean? I love the meaning behind it. Very inspirational, man. One of my absolute favorites and always will be.
That's tight, you know. That's more of a rough, hardcore song, bro, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, and it's the meaning is just like it says, man. Keep moving on, man, no matter what obstacles in your way, man. You know, you might seem dark, like but Bootsy said, oh, what a difference a day makes. You know what I mean? So, keep on going, man, you know? But just right now, we're about to put out another album, bro. It's going to be called Heaven's Breath. And it's going to be serving, I'm telling you, man. So I look forward to getting that out there. And I want to hit you up about it, man. And, you know, maybe you can help me get it going out there, you know?
Hey man, most definitely. If you don't mind me asking as well, just when you brought up the new album, I know you can't let too many cats out of the bag, like, you know what I mean? I gotta save some surprises, you know, for the listeners. But when is the estimated release date of that? Because me personally, I'm a fan as well, so I'm kind of asking for myself and the rest of the fans as well.
You know, I don't have a solid date because we did a song last night, bro. I mean, we're done, but we did a song last night that has to be on there. You know what I mean? I gotta say in the summer, truthfully. You know what I mean? Get couple videos ready to be pushed, and you know, just so we can go hard. You know what I mean? So probably end of July.
And also February 24th of last year, you guys actually released a single titled Kobe Lullaby 824. I was wondering, what made you guys actually decide to create a song based upon the late great Kobe Bryant? And of course, like, do you have any plans to actually kind of put that song on like a limited edition vinyl?
Well, see, what happened, bro? My wife is kind of intuitive, you know. Look, free. That's my wife. So she woke up in the middle of the night, bro, and was humming this melody. And she was telling me, and I'm asleep, bro, like, leave me alone. You know what I mean? But she was humming it. She recorded it. And I usually don't record. I don't do my beats to singers. The singers mostly write to my beat. You know what I mean? So, but this particular beat, I did it to her melody, and it came out pretty good, man. It was kind of like, you know, it meant a lot to her and me. So we did it. You know what I mean? And it you know, it's pretty good, man. It's actually all inspiration is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? So it's real nice.
And I have to ask as well, Overdose, because I know you mentioned a few moments ago about a new album you guys are working on, but other than that, what is next for yourself as a solo artist, and of course, as the duo as well? Like, is there anything I happen to miss, anything else you still want to talk about or promote while we still have you here live on the Canadian airwaves?
Well, look, bro, I just released a song with an artist called Antoine Carter, and it's called Fresh Out. And it's about a person who's changed his attitude, he's fresh out of jail, he wants to do some good stuff. It's a good song. We thought now. You can buy that pretty much everywhere. But for me, you know, I'm a guitar player, and I'm a guitar player's guitar player. So I'm going to start something that's going to be a blues guy. I'm going to change my name to Willie Monster. And I'm going to do a blues album, hardcore. You know what I mean? And it's going to be cool, man. I'm telling you. I'm looking forward to doing that because it's going to be fun. You know what I mean? I'm going to get to really rock out, blues out, you know. But yeah, it's going to be a great album.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the sounds of that, man. It sounds like it's gonna be a phenomenal album, man. And most definitely, if you bring out CD copies of that, man, I'll definitely will snag myself a copy.
Okay, yeah. So it's all good, man. You know, I just want to thank you too, bro, man. You know, I heard your name a lot through the years too, bro. So, you know, we're all doing it. You know what I mean? And it don't stop. You know.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. I just do what I do for the love of hip-hop, man. You know what I mean? It's, you know, a lot of legends like yourself, they're still out here doing stuff and whatnot, but a lot of people nowadays, unfortunately, all they think about is the newer artists. You know what I mean? Nothing on them, but I want to make sure that the legends get their flowers when it's due and when they're still here as well.
Yeah, that's love, you know what I mean? Like I say, you know, there's gotta be trailblazers, man, like you and me, and but you know, the youngsters, they keep the torch growing, bro. You know what I mean? So it's all meant to be, man. So I love it all. You know, you gotta stay open minded, man. You know what I mean? Because it changes so much. You know what I mean? Cause you can get to the point where I don't like the new music. It don't sound like folky in there. You know what I mean? But it's just progression, man. You know, it's a different way of looking at it. So you know, you gotta just work with it, man. And that's what I do. You know, as a producer, you gotta give the people what they want when they want it, and they want it all the time.
But Overdose, man, before we actually part ways, man, this is the time in the interview quickly that I just give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station airwaves. Just like a chance to give like shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to. But most of all, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated everything Overdose if they're not already doing so.
Yeah, okay. Well, my name is Overdose, and my Instagram is Overdose Trips. My Facebook is Overdose Beats, but I go by William. My real name is William Moore, and I got to give shout-outs to, man, basically Lady Capri of the ESP. You know, I got to give shout-outs to Corrupt and Daz and Superfly. My folks, man, I got to give shout-outs to my boy 40, Snoop, man, shit, my lawyers, Gary Greenberg, you know, DJ Immortal, you know what I mean, for having me, bro. That's beautiful, man. I appreciate it, you know what I mean?
Hey, man, I appreciate you as well and a little bit of your time this evening, man. Like I said, I've been a fan for a long time, man, so just being able to converse with an individual, you know what I mean, that makes amazing music like yourself is always an honor, man. So I gotta say, Overdose, thank you so much for years of amazing music, everything you've done, you know what I mean. Without your contributions, you know, these projects wouldn't be what they are today, man. So thank you for just making dope music that we all enjoyed for so many years.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate you for having me, man, and let's do it again this year, you know what I mean?
Hey, most definitely. You just let me know when, and we most definitely can make it happen, man. You're always welcome on my radio station. Thank you so much, Overdose.
I appreciate you guys, man. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Thank you.